Hello everybody, today we're going to introduce to you our case study, which is Programmatic Advertising Real-Time Marketing. Our presentation has three parts: the summary of the case study, lesson for Vietnam, and the question related to the case. Now let's start with the first part, the summary of the case. So back in the day, marketers purchased blocks of impression from the publisher. They reached lots of people, but not necessarily the folks who were looking for what's being sold. There were several advertising dollars that were spent on ads that never reached the people who would most benefit from seeing them. Thanks to programmatic and technological advance, the whole system of buying ads has changed drastically, and we can now automate and optimize on the fly the whole buying process. The case introduced to a general view about programmatic advertising, or PA. According to the article, the aspect of programmatic advertising is bidding or real-time bidding, RTB. By understanding RTB, you all know about PA. Traditionally, as a marketer, you bought advertisement impressions, blocks of impression, but you bought not only one, but thousands of them. They are blank space on the website, which allow you to put your advertisement in. However, this process is expensive, imprecise, and slow. The process is very different in PA. PA creates an auction environment where marketer can bid to show a different ads to a particular user based on a specific data. This means now not everyone sees the same ad, but different people see different ads. Using all the top behavioral database layered together, we learn about the online behaviors, demographics, location, psychographics, and other information about potential consumer, and therefore we can create an effective target audience and reach out to consumers that are looking for just what we are selling. So let's take an example. Let's say that a bike company called ABC want to promote their bike to their target audience. In the meantime, Ming want to buy a bike for cycling, so she began to research by using her laptop. The anonymous data, which a cookie, send off a message to DSP or demand side platform, and that is where ad buying takes place. An auction is initiated by to take an ad impression in front of Ming. Company like ABC bid based on how close Ming comes to matching the criteria for being a target customer, and it is where a programmatic ecosystem comes into play. Hundreds of demand-side platform and supply-side platform begin bidding, and the best bid wins. It's become very evident that there are a whole lot of men out there looking for buy because ABC strategically places the winning bid almost instantly. Ming see the buy ads appear right next to the article she's reading, and the ad catches Ming's attention and she clicks. The process happens millions of times per second. That is known as a programmatic process.
Despite its clear advantages, there are also several risks involved for all parties. Programmatic advertisers lose some control over where their ads will appear on the web, which may result in advertisings on inappropriate sites. Secondly, programmatic advertisers lose some accountability for their expenditures because they cannot verify that their ads are actually shown to real people. So this is a transparency issues. Lastly, gut size and advert presence and other issues. Given the risks, many advertisers start to use programmatic advertisings due to the fact that advertisers are continuously improving their abilities to avoid inappropriate websites, gut size, and learn how to detect click fraud. For instance, nearly 4 of every 5 digital display dollars will transact programmatically in 2007, totaling $32.56 billion, or 13.31% of companies investing in programmatic ad buying said that they have expanded their in-house capabilities to manage and oversee these programs. Currently, The development of programmatic ads in Vietnam is still primitive, with the system of Facebook, Google, and some other DSP platforms. The biggest barrier is that there is not a large and reputable platform in the market, with wide coverage, a large and diverse inventory sources. Some ad networks currently have a large coverage of over 90% of internet users in Vietnam, but cannot have inventory on own content pages due to the monopoly of advertising. For example, many Vietnamese sites are exclusively exploited by AdMicro. Normally, programmatic systems cannot be connected. It's also undeniable that many marketers are hesitant to change to a new and complicated system. The old method of buying ads through ad network is still meeting the needs and becoming a familiar method. Finally, the form of buying advertising through binding contracts with human exchange is deeply ingrained in the ways advertisers work. However, currently, multinational corporations in Vietnam are gradually shifting to this new form of buying ads, when spending almost all of their digital budgets on programmatic buying. So, if Vietnamese marketers are still hesitant to change, they will soon be late in this game. In short, there are many reasons why programmatic buying has not developed as expected in the Vietnamese market. To change, it's necessary to have effort of marketers and advertisers in learning and applying new methods. And we also need the effort of suppliers to expand inventory and to improve the quality of infrastructure and technology to meet changing requirements.
Okay, so now let's get into the third section of this video, the section for the case study questions. Question number 1. Pay a visit to your favorite portal and count the total ads on the opening page. Count how many of these ads are immediately of interest and relevant to you, sort of interesting or relevant but not now, and not interesting or relevant at all. So we chose two sites, kênh14.vn and vnexpress.net, to conduct this mock survey. Kênh14.vn is an online news platform that provides daily informative roundups on social life, gender, fashion, education, and more. Among the ads displayed, 16.67% of them immediately caught our attention and interest. The same proportion was recorded for ads which were sort of interesting, and we found 66.66% of the ads uninteresting and irrelevant. For the case of vnexpress.net, the proportion of interesting and relevant ads was 41.4%, much higher than that of kênh14.vn, followed by 28.6% of those quite interesting and 30% of irrelevant ads. From the observation, there exist significant differences between these two sites, despite sharing similarities for being online news platform. So why are there such differences? First of all, kênh14 seems to apply a non-automated traditional method of online display advertising, which is to sell the blank space on its website to firms wanting to promote their products, services, or campaigns. Most of these ads are often high value and appear in high frequency. However, this method is often expensive, imprecise, slow, and irrelevant to visitors' interest. Meanwhile, for vnexpress.net, aside from the certain spotlight locations of ads implementing the traditional method, the remaining space applies a programmatic advertising, which has automated program assessing and matching the well-suited visitors with advertisers, display ads based on the behavioral information collected from the visitors, change to different ads after tracking the responses in real time and testing the effectiveness. That explains why vnexpress obtain a higher proportion of advertisements that catch our attention and interest. Besides, another factor worth considering is the degree of users' allowance for sites to access your information. Since Kênh 14 is known as a tabloid attracting readers with sensational headlines, its credibility and reliability is deemed lower than that of VN Express, which is the first online newspaper in Vietnam, having 20 years of age and establishing itself as a leading source for news. So we, in turn, allowed more cookies to be collected by VN Express and thus encountering more useful ads from this website. Well, the point to note here is that there is a definite trade-off between your privacy and the utility of advertisements. The more information you provide to advertisers, the more useful advertisement you're likely to encounter. In case you choose to block the ads or maybe turn the cookies off, it's unlikely that the advertisements are of your interest or any relevance. So that's it for the first question. Now we'll come to the second question. How can display ads achieve search engine-like results? Search ads work so well because they capture the intentions of people at every instance of searching and can display ads relevant to those searches almost instantly. Display ads can achieve a similar result if they're based on behavioral profiles. With the automated real-time system of tracking responses and effectiveness, display ads can also achieve high efficiency, utility, and fast response like search ads. Display ads also have advantages of appearing based on various targeting parameters and showing in multiple places on the social media. Now let's take another example to see how these things work. For search ads, imagine you're searching for air fryer on Google. Ads showcasing different types of air fryer will be displayed immediately above and below organic search engine results with three main components: a headline, a display URL, and a description text, all designed to convince users to click through. So how about display ads? For instance, if recently you have visited an e-commerce site looking for an air fryer, or join a group on the social network sharing experience using air fryer, or maybe you watch a cooking video on YouTube using the air fryer, the platform can know that you're either interested in making a new purchase, or maybe you want to upgrade your air fryer. And thus, it will display ads packed with the latest model of air fryer from different brands, and you're likely to encounter these ads when surfing the social network feeds or scrolling through the portal sites.
The third question is, advertisers use different kinds of profiles in the decision to display ads to customers. Identify the different kinds of profiles described in this case and explain why they are relevant to online display advertising. Profiles are built by recording the behavior of people online and inferring the demographic data like age, race, gender, income, employment status, marital status, nationality, political preferences. Geography data like zip codes, geographical area in which people reside and work, their interests and aspiration, their online frequency and habit, and some other psychographic data like personality, lifestyle, and so on. The list of possible profiles is very large and dependent upon the relevant to advertiser or others who purchase the profiling service. In the case study, examples are mentioned to clarify the kinds of profiles that can be collected. A specific profile for the sales of new mountain bike includes men and women, ages from 24 to 35, who live in zip codes where mountain biking is a popular activity, having mentioned biking topics for social network sites, have emailed where mountain biking is discussed, make more than $70,000 a year, and currently do not own a mountain bike. For online display advertiser, profiling is a way to approach the effectiveness of search engine advertising by display banner ads that are of interest to the consumer. And the last question is, do you think instant display ads based on your immediately prior clickstream will be as effective as search engine marketing techniques? Why or why not? Yes and no. For instance, just because you visit a news site and then a sports site, it does not offer many clues to advertisers. Clickstream behaviors that previously happened, even if immediately prior, may not be such a good indicator of current interest. For example, in the example of air fryer explained previously, maybe you are recently gifted a new air fryer and thus want to have more information on how to operate this new item and what to do with it instead of having the intention to purchase a new one. Therefore, long-term online behavior can establish more useful and insightful patterns. On the other hand, yes, if a person visited a site selling kitchen appliances and click into a section of air fryer, deep fryer, toaster, stay here for a few minutes, then at the next site he or she visits, it might be useful to display an ad for air fryer, and even follow that person around the web showing air fryer wherever he or she goes. Display ads allow marketers to send messages to the intended party and increase the chance of a positive engagement by its user. It should also be noted that instant display ads are often intended to generate leads and build brand awareness, not to make immediate sales. So, thanks for watching. It is AHAT. If you have fun watching, do not forget to give this video a like, share, subscribe to our channel for more interesting video. Goodbye!